Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our final installment of the Short Locker Men's National Championship Volleyball Edition. Well, as you can see behind me, they're tearing down the court, so it's all over, and Loyola men's volleyball team has won the D1 Division I National Championship. Won 3-1 over Stanford University, and what a game, what a game. What stood out to you guys? I'm Nick Amatangelo. I'm joined with Bridget Murphy and Joe Flaherty. Bridget, what stood out to you about this game?
Well, obviously the Ramblers offense put on a show again. Cody Caldwell with 20 kills, Thomas Jeske and Joe Smallman put up 12 apiece. So the Ramblers, it's just, they had one of their regular Rambler games. Like, they just came out, had their own routine, just did what they have been doing since January.
And that's just like Coach was saying in the post-game press conference. He was like, no one was really pressing, unlike last game where you could see it was very evident with guys like Joe Smalzer with all those service errors. There were a couple, but we didn't go down that slippery slope like we did a couple nights ago. Tonight was Ramblers volleyball, and like he said, all the tips, all the rolls were going our way, but it was also the talent, and it was very spread out. And the one thing, I was speaking with Tori Darren a couple nights ago, and he had mentioned that Stanford is very similar on offense, where they have a lot of things that can click, and Loyola actually had that as they've had all season with a lot of positions, multiple guys getting 10, 12, 15, Cody with 20 kills. So it was all clicking tonight for Loyola. It's
a telling thing when your main guy that everybody looks to score didn't even have the most kills. Yeah. You got people stepping up from everywhere on the team to produce points.
Thomas Jeske only had like a couple of kills, 2 or 3 kills through the first set, but he was all over the court defensively, and Cody Caldwell was racking up kills. And the thing that stands out to me, he's from California. And he was able to stand on this court as a Loyola Rambler and be able to take on a team from California that he could have gone to and ended up beating them. So it was impressive.
I'm sure not too many people from his home state are going to be happy when he's coming back for summer break soon.
Well, Peter Decidis, too, also from California, had a great game as a captain of the Rambler team. So.
And speaking of, just all the names you can put out there, how about Peter Hutz?
Yeah.
Finally getting some recognition, getting named to the all-tournament team.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the assist numbers now. He had 47. He had 60 last game. That's over 100 for the tournament. I mean, he's been really, flying under the radar for this team, but he's really the piece that drives the ship.
He's the playmaker. And without a playmaker, you can't have a play. So.
Thomas Jeske says he just puts the ball there and I hit it. That's all I do. He has the hard part. We complete it, but he's got the hard part. And he does it so well. He's a sophomore. Going forward, this team is going to maintain this nucleus, and pretty much it's just a matter of reloading with recruits at this point.
I mean, if you look at the starting lineup, you have Olsen, Hutz, Jeske, all sophomores, McAndrews is a freshman, and you're losing your 2 captains, but you got a recruiting class coming in, and with winning the national championship, recruiting is going to be easier than ever.
I mean, you're losing Smalzer, server of the year. You're also losing Decidis. Who's the mouth of the team, yes. But other than that, the nucleus of the team, like you said, is still intact. I think we have what it takes to kind of put together a good core that can put together a couple of runs. In the press conference, it was mentioned that NEVA teams have won a championship here, there, IPFW winning a couple championships, Ohio State obviously, but they haven't been able to continue success. I think Loyola has what it takes to put together a consistent series of deep runs into the finals and into the championship games over the next few years.
I agree. And it's the reason being is, yes, it's going to be easy to get guys in the system, but the system they have now works so well with the personnel. It's not just the outside hitters. It's not just the what they've got going on offense up the middle. It's not just the defense. They've got it everywhere.
Right.
And usually when you're relying on a team, we saw it with BYU, they had one good mismatch, and it was Sander, and they tried to exploit it. They did at times, but that one thing wasn't going to win them anything. Loyola's got so many matchups across the board that they could exploit, and at this point, when you're going to get a level of talent coming in, or with the level of talent they have now, it's just replacing positions and keeping the machine humming along.
But at the same time, Loyola's not a dynasty yet, so they're not coming in thinking, oh, this is ours and we're just going to take it. They know that they have to get in the gym every day next year. They have to work hard and they have to keep pushing to put Loyola up on that pedestal. I mean, Shane Davis earlier this season even described Loyola as becoming the Pepperdine of the Midwest.
Right.
And so, I mean, they can do it, but they still have to get in the gym every day.
Absolutely.
And keep pushing.
They need to maintain the same mentality that they went forward this year. Every game's a new game. Yes. Every day is a new day. It doesn't matter who we play next week, next month. We have to worry about today's game.
Right.
And that really got them through this year. And, we're not UCLA. We don't have, 16, 17 national championships to our name, but you got to start somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
And, this was a great jumping off point for Loyola. It's the first national championship won by Loyola University Chicago since the 1963 men's basketball national championship. It's also the first Chicago area D1 national championship since then. So it was a huge, huge win, not just for Loyola, but for Chicago as a whole, I feel. And I think that Loyola's got the pieces to continue to make deep runs into this tournament.
Absolutely, and just the way the campus was able to rally around this team that was sold out on both nights Loyola was here. I've never heard this place louder in my entire life. And hopefully, not just for volleyball's sake, but this can draw a lot of attention to Jim Field, to the Ramblers, and maybe, build on, hey, Loyola, had that success in volleyball. Let's have that success here. Let's have that success in basketball, softball, track and field. This could be a jumping off point for the entire Loyola athletics.
Well, hopefully now, when you get students visiting, you got people who are showing them the school saying, we're not a huge athletic school. That's not what brings people here. But maybe it could be. We have good academics. We have an excellent location. Now maybe we can just add this to the list of bullet points to bring prospective students in. And if they come in with the mentality that athletics are a thing, that's something that they do as a part of campus life, that's going to be huge for Loyola going forward.
Banners change things.
Yes, they do. And, we're actually going to have to see a new banner raised. We're going to have to move some stuff around in the back wall of Gentile Arena so that we can put a brand new sign up for this men's volleyball championship. I think they'll figure a way out how to do it. But for Nick for Joe Flaherty and Bridget Mersby, Allison Krakowiak, and all of us here at the Rambler Sports Locker, I'm Nick Amatangelo. Thank you guys for watching us here at the Short Locker. We're going to leave you with some post-game comments and, of course, the celebration from Loyola University Chicago winning the 2014 National Men's Volleyball D1 Championship. Thank you guys and have a wonderful evening.
Wavy boys.
Go Ramblers.
This is a great way to go out, right? We haven't lost since January. I'm just so thankful that everyone on our team bought into this system and everyone was into it. And we're going to go back up in the locker room right now, and I've watched senior after our last match, leave some advice. I got no advice for these guys. I'm just going to thank them for everything they sacrificed, everything they gave up going into this year. It really takes a full team, and that's what we had, and that's why it's great when it works out, right?
It just developed into something that, was a goal every year, and we just saw ourselves getting closer and closer and closer to that goal, and finally everything came together and clicked at the end.
You can't help but be proud about it. And this school, I'm pretty sure, is proud about it. That support was unbelievable. I don't think you could have a better crowd than that, in a better arena than that.
No, you can't really replace the seniors. These are our two captains, and they're going to go. It's going to be a completely different year next year. But the only thing harder than winning this thing tonight is winning it again next year. That's the attitude we got to go in with all year.
And you look at our guys, and it's just been, it's been a lot of years of finding the right guys and the pieces, but we've got a young group, and as long as I keep busting my butt. My staff keeps busting their butts as far as recruiting and getting those guys in here that we need and getting them on campus. We can continue to be successful with that piece, and we've done a great job recruiting. We've got a great class coming in next year, so we're just building and reloading every year right now.